All right, you guys aren't going to believe this, but George W. Bush, who we were just talking about, people dig him. Impossible. Yeah. A new Gallup poll has come out, and for the first time since 2005, more Americans have a favorable view of GWB than an unfavorable view. 49% have a positive opinion of him, and 46% have a negative opinion of him. Is this just because of Scandal Palooza that like everyone's like feeling a little tired of Obama for the first time, so maybe, we're kind of missing George W. Bush a little bit? David, you first.
I think, when you break up with a girl, years go by, and then you start to remember them fondly.
Yeah.
You don't remember the time they keyed your car, or they started checking all of your voicemails.
Or invaded the wrong country.
Exactly.
Right, it happens sometimes in relationships.
And I think that's what's happening here. People are starting to remember, like, the good things, the goofy things about George W. Bush.
The fact that he could like go out and throw out a first pitch and it would be a strike. Like Obama's not good at that kind of stuff. But we think fondly, Bush could bowl and that,
Sure, and he gave us some great moments. The whole "fool me once," I don't know, don't fool me anymore. Yeah.
Exactly.
I think people like that kind of stuff. We need another goofy president.
What do you think?
I want to see these polls. I would really love to see these polls. Are they saying they have fond memories because he's not in office anymore? Like,
well, that's
what's the context of these polls?
Right. I don't know that they look back on the presidency any better, but this does sort of happen. Like, people always hate the president when they're president. They're always embroiled in scandals and whatever. But then they get out and people are like, he's on his ranch and he's not bothering anybody.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with David's analogy. I have some douchey ex-boyfriends that I'm like, yeah, he cheated on me, but boys will be boys, right?
Yeah.
And he just kind of like, presidents will be presidents. It happens.
Yeah.
It's because there's a part of you that's like, look, I'm not with that president anymore. So, sure, he's okay.
Yeah.
I really don't think people are thinking, remember when Bush was president?
How
man,
great.
it was so wonderful to be in the lowest economic times of our lives. Drats, why couldn't we be back then? No one's thinking they want to be back there in that point.
True. I do kind of think, though, this has a little bit to do with that Bush never, I can't believe I'm going to defend George W. Bush here, and I can't, and the comment section, you guys go nuts if you want. That partly it's because we don't have any video of him like outright consistently contradicting himself. You know what I mean? Even forget the Iraq War, there was not a lot of video of him contradicting himself, But Obama now, like everything that he said during the campaign, now they're showing that this NSA thing, it's the perfect example. Like everything that they're doing is exactly the reverse. So is part of this just because of media and YouTube and video and Twitter that like now we can like call them out in a way that we couldn't before?
I think most people are stupid that live in this country.
Yes.
I think that's really
Except the ones watching.
Yeah.
Except the ones watching.
No, we have a smart listener.
But honestly, I didn't vote for Bush. That's it. I don't know. I have really nothing.
Yeah, so you can't take credit nor fault at this poll.
I'm not exactly sure why people are remembering him fondly. It's a big confusing thing. I mean, he's got for one of the most illiterate presidents, he's got this library now.
Yeah.
Well, everyone gets the library. You don't have to be literate to get the library.
But I'm saying he's got this library, which is he should have like maybe a circus or a carnival named after him instead of a library.
A frozen yogurt stand.
Yeah, that would be
George
more...
W. Bush presidential froyo. Yeah. I really do think it is because everything is just piled on Obama at once.
Yeah.
And there's a ticking clock now. Okay, now it's your second term.
Right.
Now you gotta get done what you said you were gonna get done, and he just keeps getting cock-blocked by all these different things that are just popping up, the drones and the IRS and the AP and everything at once. So then all of a sudden it was like, let's take a poll now and see if people miss Bush. Well, sure, you'll be like, well, gee, Bush never had drones. I liked him.
Right.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
Even the people that liked Bush did not like Bush.
Yeah, I think you guys are both hitting on this, but do you also think it's partly just because of our general short attention span that we all now have? Like, nobody remembers anything anymore, and the news cycle is so quick, and because of Twitter, everything is so quick that you just forget things that you knew to be facts at one point.
And nothing is tangible anymore, really. Because before, I remember, like, we would have a newspaper. We'd have a newspaper in our house, and you could go and you could read an article. If I see something online and I want to find it again, it's either been like, swapped out for whatever's new. You go to like the Yahoo front page or whatever, you know what I mean? Whatever. It's like, where's that thing I read? And it's like new information all the time. Well, that was 10 seconds ago.
Yeah, it's sort of like the BuzzFeedification of America. Like, we don't even read articles; we read pictures with like a little caption in the form of an article.
Right. Everything in our media is Us Weekly.
Yeah.
Where we're just passing through it. It's just like looking at the pictures. Kim Kardashian's pregnant.
I have a complete ban on Kardashian for the show. Don't tweet about her. Don't talk about her on the show.
Okay, thank you for letting me know. Can we retract that?
Anti-Kardashian, huh?
Completely anti-Kardashian.